So I'm going to be changing my handlebars today. Glossy finish. So I had to do some modification because my throttle is absolutely huge. I think that Lectric should look into maybe getting the kind that have a little built-in one of these, like for scooters, because these things take so much bar space. I cut about half an inch off just so I can make my bars look halfway decent with the grips, because I got full-size grips on there on both sides, locking grips. Anyway, and I'm mounting my screen on now, getting that all routed and figured out.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always.
Alright, so I got the display on, got all the brakes back on, the menu button for the screen, the throttle, and the grips, and the shifter. I disconnected my headlamp because I'm going to be replacing my headlamp with a different one, so I decided not to mount it. I will mount the new one later, another video, but I will put the connector on the new one, so I'll be able to reuse that connector. That's why I left it out. And yeah, it's on there. I could. There it is, guys. Looking good. I'm gonna have to figure out a different solution for my mirrors. I could put the bar ends in again, but I think it's gonna mess up the look, so I might just mount it somewhere on the bar lower. Because I do definitely like mirrors. I might even put it on, like if there's a clamping style or something like that, I might just put it up on the bar. Let's ride this sucker. It's looking good though. Looks 1,000 times better, I think. With, and I still have the riser. I have a riser on my bar that elevated it about 3 more inches. So I have 2 more inches of height with the bar, 2 or 3. And then I have another 3 with the extension riser. So that gave me 6 inches. So now it's a much more natural position for me since I'm so tall. The bike's looking good. I'm going to be in future videos putting some wrap on it. I'm going to be putting stickers on it. Going to change out the headlamp. Lots more to come. This bike is way different than when I first got it. Let's take it for a ride. Right now I have the brakes angled pretty high up, but I think that that's all right. It's not too bad. This one might have to come down just a little bit, but it's good for testing.
Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran
higher.
No, man, I still go.
Boom. That's not a bad position at all. Got my alarm system on there. Let's do it. Something clanking. It's probably in that. But... Okay, yeah. That position is about as good as I could have hoped for. It is not quite as high as the stock went, but that is a good compromise. I am getting full extension on my legs, at least 90%. I am pedaling easily, and it is quick response on the steering, nice and stable. Let's give it a little bit of throttle. Here's something clanking. It's probably one of my wires. I'm gonna have to probably mount that a little higher. I don't even have it in 5 yet. I don't have mirrors, so I'm gonna have to keep my head on a swivel for a little bit until I get some solution. I mean, I really don't want to drill the grips because they look so nice. So I'm gonna either that or I'll put one on the helmet. That might work too. I'm gonna reprint my cover. It was actually came in really handy since I had to let the thing swing around for a little bit while I was changing the bars out. And I have full extension on my arms, which is good. Okay, hitting a big hill. Oh yeah, this feels pretty good. I'm not leaning like that like I was with the other bars. So I'm sitting, I would say 75%. Yeah. That good. My throttle still works fine. I did cut it down a little bit. I gave myself about another maybe ½ inch. I took out a ½ inch of width in order to get the bars the grips a little bit more in. But actually, because these are locking grips and they have this plastic on the inside, I'd say the last inch is probably plastic. But I put most of my weight on the inner anyway, so it's working fine. that's great. I got this spot because I'm going to be installing a headlamp switch with a horn and blinkers, because I am going to be commuting with this thing. I want to be able to have everything to make it roadworthy. Oh yeah, my bike's a lot quicker. I changed some of the settings too, and so it kicks in a lot faster. Because I'm commuting, I want to be able to move it. Really happy so far. I love the grips. They're probably not as ergonomic as my old ones or as thick, but they feel really grippy. No pun intended. I just love the color. The other ones got dirty so fast because they were the bright green. I pretty much matched them up with my cover. Hey! Matched up my cover to it. So everything is army green now. I have my ammo can on the back, which is army green. Only my fenders are bright green now, which is okay. I like them. Whew. I got some stuff to miss there. Oh yeah. This is it. This is it. I think I'm done with the handlebars. Just got to figure out what that rattling is. I think it could be that. Could be that in there, because that doesn't feel loose. Something's clanking. Oh yeah. This is the business right here, fillers. This is the business. It's so much more comfortable. I am just rolling right along. So this way, there is so many hills normally that I hate walking this way. We do take walks this way, but it's very, very hilly. So let's just take it this way and see how it goes. Just saw that. I just saw that son of... Here's the plan. I want to put a new headlamp, and the only reason I'm doing that is because I don't want to mount it on the bar anymore. I want to put it back in its original position. I got these headlamps that I acquired for really cheap, and they're really bright, like 1500 lumen, and it'll basically burn a hole and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself a 12 volt converter, and I'm going to get myself some switches and basically turn this thing into pretty much a motorcycle. So it's going to have the headlamp, the turning blinkers, tail lamp, which I'm going to wire in. I'm going to put a switch on the right brake. So I'm putting a switch on the right brake, and I'm going to make it so that every time I press it, the rear tail lamp's going to come on. I'm going to have running lights. I'm eventually going to get more LEDs on this thing. I have LEDs now, but unfortunately, when I rewire all the power, I'm going to have to put the box where the wiring is and where the light is now. So I'm going to be putting in a controller box, but I'm going to put my power distribution DC to DC converter in where the box is going to be, because there's no room where the bike controller is. It's just packed in there. Oh, this feels good though. So in order to make this bike perfect, I probably would put some front shocks just to take some of that crashing away when it hits bumps, because there is a lot of bumps in this place, but it's way more efficient right now the way it is. So I have to weigh that out, comfort versus efficiency, because it's also going to change the angle. It's going to make the front a little higher than the back, which, I mean, that's not really a huge deal, but it could be. There is so much glass and crap on the roads. Let's go this way. Look at these hills. That was just all hill. Okay. Put it in like 2. See the voltage drop. That's what happens. It hits some big fat hills, but alright, so now back up to 4. So far, handling is really good. When I had my other bars on there, it was really cool the way it handled. It was like a full-blown motorcycle. This is back to being like a BMX bike. So I was really leaning over the bars. Every movement, it would react. I was able to take turns at 20, 22 miles an hour, just leaning, just like a motorcycle. So that was really cool, actually. But this one does it pretty good too. But it's just the comfort level. It was too low for me. It was like down here, and that meant I had to lean so far forward in order to pedal. And I mean, this one right here is pretty much the tallest handlebars I could get in BMX style. They're 10.5-inch rise, and that 10.5 inches is just perfect. It's just enough. Alright, so we're almost home. Oh, I know what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. I realized what it was. I have spacers in the bottom and they're not tight. I was debating taking them out. So I might still do that, or I might just add more spacers and then it won't clank no more. So, nothing major wrong. I miss my mirrors though. I do miss the mirrors, but wow, this thing is just so nice and comfortable. I'm not even pedaling, and I'm not using throttle right now. Just using the hill. Yeah, I'll probably take that spacer out or slap a bunch in. If I can get some green spacers, I might do that. Really hype up the theme. Oh yeah. This is my commute bike. Everything is running really nice right now. This is probably the best running my bike has ever been. Greased everything up and greased up the ball bearings again, so I repacked it. Then I turned around and took the rear motor off and greased up all of the gears, and my motor's a lot more quiet. I don't know if you can hear that. Let's watch this. that thing just handles great. Handles great, looks better. So anyway, guys, that's my video. I hope that you found it informational and helps your buying decisions. I'm going to leave links in all of the Amazon purchases I made. I am definitely really happy with the bike and how it came out. Hopefully you guys can find similar results. Anyway, that's my video. Thanks for watching. I'm going to get the tech out of here. Later.